Back at work again. This time working on stuff for me, kind of, and some other things. Happy New Year! Another one of those things where we revolve around the planet. If you're expecting a great tale of what I did for New Year's, there isn't one. I walked around New York City, getting nowhere near the ball, and that was really it. Anyway, so I did a thing. A couple weeks ago, or last week. I don't remember. Time's a weird thing. I looked up a school that I went to when I was young. In my youth, I moved around a lot. I lived in many different towns. Some of them in the greater Pittsburgh area, and one of them was named Emsworth. When I lived in this town of Emsworth, very tiny town. I went to school because I was of school-going age. I made some friends. Well, I made some friends then. I don't know if we'd be friends now, looking it up. I had a very weird existence as a child. I was often the only person who wasn't white in the class. It wasn't weird then, but looking back on it now is very strange. But I got out before everyone got racist, so that was good. But I looked the town up. I was trying to figure out what kind of person I would be if I had lived there, and I think I might have been racist. Now, I don't really know if this is true, because it's all in the hypothetical, but I was looking at the stats. I went to a school in Central Jersey when I graduated from high school, and we had a class of like 400 people, which I hear is a lot. But I found out the town of Emsworth is so small and has such a small population of children that it actually doesn't have a school system. It's a school system that's split up between like 5 towns. So it doesn't have the Emsworth school system, it has the Avonworth school system, and it has that town and surrounding towns, and none of the schools, as far as I can tell, are actually in the town that I lived in. Which is kind of amazing. I started kicking around the internet trying to find out anything I could about this place. It's like 90-something% white, so that's nice to know that doesn't change. Their graduating class in 2013 was like 88 people. 88 people in a graduate. I had 400 in mine. I might be rounding up. And they had 88. And I thought about it, what's it like to be at a class of 88 12th graders? And all I could think was, dating must be horrible. One, what if you're like the black guy, which I would be? And that's horrible, because it's one thing to be an other, it's another thing to be an other alone. You are just the other, the only other. There's no Asians, no Hispanics, not even a Polynesian. You get nothing. It's just you. And if you're anything like me, then half the white people around you act blacker than you. They, unlike me, know who Trey Songz is. Who is Trey Songz? What does he do? Is it a he? Trey is kind of gender neutral. Could stand for Tracy. I don't know who Trey Songz is. I would say it's a personal failing, but I just don't care. Either way, the thing that I found amazing, like, what if there are 88 people or 87 people because you're the 88th and none of them are pretty? Or there's like one pretty one, but she's horrible. She's a horrible human being. What do? You have to do really well in school and then just go to college. Just go to college far, far away. And I think that's probably what would have happened to me. I probably would have lived there, if I lived in that area, to like 12th grade, and then I would have just gone anywhere else. I feel like living in a monoculture will drive people insane, especially when you're not of that monoculture. Another weird thing, the people that I can remember do not have like a Facebook. I mean, I just assumed that the world is so backwards that they don't actually have Facebook yet. Like, it didn't actually travel to that part of the country. I did find this girl that I had a crush on in 2nd grade on her Google Plus page. I also found a Urban Dictionary entry. You know, it turns out you can just write stuff on there. I didn't know you could just write. I thought it was just like weird definitions of things I never knew existed. Well, you just write paragraphs upon paragraphs, just complaining about where you live or the school you went to. Everybody who went to that school is an idiot and racist, dumb. This is how it was described in this Urban Dictionary article. We'll call it an article that I found. But I didn't start out looking for this girl that I had a crush on when I was 7. I started looking for the best friend that I had when I was then. I apparently don't know how to spell his name. I'm not a good friend. Anyway, I couldn't find him, so I looked for the other person whose name I knew. It's a funny thing, though, because back when we were in 2nd grade, this was my best friend, and I also had a crush on the same girl. He didn't know it because I didn't tell him, because I don't share these things. What I did was secretly, slyly, never tell anyone, really. We all had the same bus, because we all lived in the same town, because they shipped the entire, like, all the class to the one town, and this girl, the girl who I had a crush on, again, when I was 7, and we were all 7, although who knows, I was born in May, maybe she was 8, Ooh, older women. But what my friend Billy would do was do the normal schoolyard, I fancy you, I think you're cute, and I like pull your hair and like pinch you and stuff like that. And then I stupidly, because I'm an idiot, would then attack him with the karate chop. I was a big fan of Get Smart. But I would karate chop him like Maxwell Smart to stop him from attacking the fair maiden. It didn't work, because you can't date someone when you're 7. What would you do? Like give her your juice box? I didn't have a juice box. I had a lunch box that said RAD with a skateboarder on it, because it was the early 90s. It was 90. And then I moved away, and all of them disappeared. Never to be found again. But yeah, looking up the school, I'm really glad I didn't stay. I'm really glad I'm not racist. I'm really glad I have some semblance of intelligence. And then things happened, and then my life turned into something else. Anyway, so we're here at the end where end stuff happens, and I say, click on the thingy to subscribe, and it says subscribe on it. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like you should just click it. I mean, I feel like from me to you, as a New Year's resolution, I think you should click that button and subscribe to my face. I have nothing to really talk about other than the fact that, okay, so I had 2 good ideas. I cannot tell you what they are right now, but I've discovered that when you have a blog, the thing that you can't do anymore is say the word no to any stupid idea. Because if nothing else, you have a story and something to put on the internet. And if you want to see those horrible ideas come true and the torment that they put me through, please hit the thing. Just hit the thing. It's the thing. It's so easy